in Target right now, and Milo just had explosive diarrhea all over Marta and her white dress.
Turns out that I need a change of clothes as well as the baby.
Yep. He's still very hungry. But you fell asleep when I was trying to feed you.
Good morning, vloggy vlog. Welcome back to my channel. To be completely honest with you guys, me and Randy have tried to film a day in our life with a newborn probably 3 times now, and we just started the vlog and we can't seem to finish it because, as you can imagine, having a newborn, you no longer are the boss of your own time and somebody else decides on what is going on in your life and when things are happening. Today is yet another day of us trying to record a day in life with a newborn, and today we're gonna make it happen, so we're gonna stick through it.
We'll see about that. Someone else might have something to say about that.
Daddy's taking care of the baby for a little bit so I can get dressed. I said it on so many occasions on social media, but single moms, you are some sort of heroes and superhumans, because I have no idea how you're doing it. Like getting ready, showering, putting makeup on, eating. Simple things like pooping and eating. I never knew how much I would appreciate having time to do those simple things. So I'm so grateful that Randy is obviously a very present and very helpful dad, that we both take care of the baby and we take turns, so both of us are able to have semi-normal life still. As you can hear, my voice is gone. I'm not quite sure what happened because I don't have any other symptoms. Like, I don't have fever, my throat is not hurting. It's just my voice decided to disappear over the last couple of days. That's kind of another reason why we were postponing filming this video, because obviously I'm not able to talk at all. So today is the first day that I'm semi able to have like a regular conversation. Today is also a fun day because we are getting out of the house, and getting out of the house now, like I said, takes a little bit more time than it used to. So it takes a little bit more planning, a little bit of things getting ready and getting prepared prior to leaving, which I'm going to briefly talk to you guys as well, because I feel like we have a pretty good system of what you need in order to leave the house with a baby and be successful at it. In another vlog I told you guys I absolutely love farmers market. That's one thing that's so amazing in California. There's so many amazing farmers market in LA or in Orange County, and I haven't found a good farmers market in Miami just yet. We went to the one in Miami Beach, and to be completely honest with you guys, it was quite laughable. I wouldn't even call it a farmers market. It was just a couple stands with like fruit that looked absolutely dead. I don't know how they could even like put it on a display, because it was quite, again, laughable. But a lot of you guys recommended farmers market in Coconut Grove, so that is where we're heading today. We are going to leave the island, which we don't enjoy doing. We like staying on this side, but if it's a good farmers market, I don't mind. We are also going to go grocery shopping because we don't have any groceries, and go to Target, which Randy doesn't know just yet, but he will find out because my mom is coming, you guys, in 3 days, which is so extremely exciting. Obviously, her meeting her grandson is just so exciting for me and for her. I am an only child for my mom. I only have siblings from my dad, so I feel like it's a pretty big deal because this is her absolutely first grandchild, and who knows, maybe the only one. I don't know how things are gonna go, so this is a huge deal for us. She's going to come for 9 days. I know that you guys are a little bit confused of what's going on with my mom, because she was here, then she wasn't here, and then, you know, she's coming in and out. But I was always very open and honest about it. My mom's intention was to be here for winter months and then be home in Poland for summer months. So obviously now it's getting cold, but she's only coming to visit with my aunt for 9 days. Then she's going back to take care of her stuff. And then she's gonna come back here for winter months. We're not sure when yet, but she's going to be around for the cold months in Miami. So we do have to go to Target to get some sheets for her bed. I know I posted so many photos of our nursery room, and turns out when you have a newborn you absolutely don't need a nursery. So to all of you new moms, don't waste your time building a room for your baby, because the baby needs to be with you in the same room for the first 6 months of their lives. So there is absolutely no point of wasting space for the baby's nursery unless you're just like building it for the future. We're obviously not going to stay in an apartment for a very long time, so we now have transformed the nursery into the guest room, back into the guest room. It was a guest room, then the nursery slash guest room, and now it's still a nursery slash guest room because we still have a crib in there. But I don't believe that crib is going to be used in this apartment. It's probably going to be used in the next one. So we need to go and prepare the room because it's quite messy right now. We were kind of using it as a storage room. As you guys know, we moved from a 5-bedroom house in California and then 5-bedroom house in Texas into a 2-bedroom apartment here in Miami. We have a lot of stuff. So we have been using that room as a little storage place. So we need to definitely clean it out, get some clean sheets, go grocery shopping, and prepare for my mom's arrival. Also, you guys, everybody talks about pregnancy glow up, which in my case it was definitely a pregnancy glow down because my skin was absolutely awful. I had pimples everywhere and I was just so bloated overall. But right now, postpartum, I don't know if you can see in the slide, but my skin looks insanely good. And I'm very self-critical, so I don't know what's going on. Let me know if you guys have had the same experience. I just feel like the hormones, I don't know what, but the glow up is real. I'm obviously not sleeping well, but so I have like bugs under my eyes. But when it comes to like the texture, it's so smooth and so like plumped. I don't know what is happening, but I just hope that it's going to stay like this so I can postpone getting my Botox and stuff. Obviously when you're breastfeeding you can't get any work done, so I've been Botox free for quite some time now during pregnancy and during breastfeeding journey, but I'm kind of excited to like get rid of this. But I can't be mad because my skin looks very decent. Alright, this is the outfit we're wearing today. This dress is kind of like very loose without the belt, so I just added a little belt and a little ballet flats. I was going in between those dark brown ones and the light brown, and I feel like brown, the dark brown would fit better with the belt, and like I have a darker brown bag, but light just looks like nicer on the leg and it's just like elongates the full leg. I also don't know about the belt, maybe I'm just gonna lose it at the end. But getting dressed postpartum is a whole new game because you have to think about being able to whip out a boobie on demand. So it's not like I can wear anything I wanted. I'm just very limited to what I can wear. And also obviously my pregnancy clothes don't fit, but my pre-pregnancy clothes also do not fit. So I'm kind of in this like in between phase, but I refuse to just buy a bunch of clothes in which I'm not going to fit in a couple of weeks. So I'm kind of just wearing whatever I have until I'm back to my like regular shape. So I'm not rushing it, but I'm also not willing to spend money for no reason just to wear it for like a couple of weeks. Randy just went outside with Toby to take him out, and he actually said that there is a farmer's market downstairs in our apartment building. So we're gonna go check that out first, and then we're gonna head out to Coconut Grove to the actual farmer's market. But before we leave, I want to show you a couple of steps that you always must take if you are leaving the house with a newborn. So as I told you guys, I am breastfeeding obviously, so I can always whip out a boobie on demand. But also before we leave, I usually pump and we bring a bottle just in case. Sometimes, I don't know, you never know. It's just better to be prepared, and I'm overproducing. I have so much milk supply in my breasts that like wasting milk It's not a big deal in case we don't use it. So this is a freshly pumped milk. I just pumped right before we leave, and it is good for 4 hours. So we're gonna bring one of those bottles and also bring some supplies in case I need to breastfeed on demand. We have a little, I don't know how to say that word, and Randy always laughs at me, muslin cloth. It's like just a little cloth, and it honestly serves so many different purposes to us. Like we put it as a shade on our stroller, like when we're walking outside in the sun. So we're just putting that, and I use this giant hair clip to like hold it here, and then we cover the entire stroller so the sun does not get into baby's eyes. So that's one thing you must have. The second thing, if you live in a hot place like us, you need to have fans. We have 2 of those on each side of the stroller so the baby can stay nice and cool inside.
Gentleman from downstairs who works in the shop told me that I need to always run the fan when I'm in Miami, regardless if it's hot or not, because the flow of air will keep the mosquitoes out of the bassinet area, which I never even actually thought about, but it makes complete sense, because like, why would they go in there if they're getting all pushed around?
Yeah, and we're aware we're not supposed to use this carrier. I told Randy on multiple occasions, and he keeps
straight up says on the carrier it's fine as long as their head is not moving around.
He's not in it much longer. Getting back to what else we are preparing whenever we leave, we have this little diaper bag. We have like a big diaper bag that we take on like bigger adventures, and this little one that fits on the stroller, and inside we of course have, I actually need to check if we have everything we need. We have a changing pad, we have wipes, we have some diapers, change of clothes, hand sanitizer, and my lipstick, and a wallet. I no longer wear a bag. It's literally no point of me like bringing a shoulder bag if I can stuff my phone and my wallet in this. So I just don't wear a bag anymore. And what else? Obviously a baby that's changed and fed properly. He needs to be like well fed before we leave. And that's pretty much it. Honestly, like it's not that hard. Like yes, it takes a little bit more thinking before you leave. You can't just like throw a shirt and leave. Like there's a couple steps extra you have to take, but it's not that bad. It's not that hard to leave the house. So we're gonna head out right now because it's getting really late and super hot here in Miami. So we just finished our adventures to the farmer's market, and I don't want to be a hater and a complainer, but that's like, but I will be. It's like a Polish trait that all Polish people have, so I just have to be honest. I don't know why people hype it up.
But if you were on foot, it would have been fine. The only issue was that you couldn't walk, bring the stroller anywhere because it was on uneven ground with a bunch of roots, so the baby was like shaking like crazy.
Yeah, but still, this is not like a farmer's market that you find in California. Guess what? No, I got sourdough and we got some quick coffee, and that's basically it. It was impossible to walk around with a stroller, which I guess we should have checked that we have way more limitations now and should have just brought the carrier just in case. But yeah, I was here for some veggies, and the veggies were like deep inside of the farmer's market, which was absolutely impossible to get to with the stroller, and got some sourdough, so hopefully that's good. And now we're gonna go head to Target. As I told you guys, I need to pick up a couple of things before my mom arrives. I need to get some sheet for her bed and shower curtain, because we have a shower that doesn't have curtain or like any coverage, so we have to get that. And then we're gonna probably get some lunch somewhere and do some little grocery shopping because our fridge is absolutely empty right now. Got a little screamer.
We're trying to stop to get some lunch, but this guy decided he gets to eat first.
So we're doing the bottle because I don't want to waste it. It's like coming on the 3rd hour, so we're still good for another hour. But we don't want to waste all that milk, so we're gonna bottle feed, and then if he wants some more, we're gonna put him on a boobie.
The absolute coolest thing about Range Rovers, so if you're gonna take a road trip, is this entire center thing here is a refrigerator. So you have no time limit on milk, but this one has just been out.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know, but there is certain rules when it comes to breast milk. So you can leave fresh pumped milk for 4 hours out on a counter. If the baby puts lips on it, it's only an hour that the milk is good after. And in the fridge, I believe it's 4 days. And freezer 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. So we got hella milk at home, you guys. If you need some milk, let me know.
Target right now, and Milo just had explosive diarrhea all over Marta and her white dress.
Turns out that I need a change of clothes as well as the baby.
Yep, oh, he's naked. And so there's poop covered everything right now, which is great. And all over the floor too. It's been about 20 minutes. We're still in the parking lot of Target. I rushed inside to go get new outfit for Marta, which is what she's wearing now. And Miles is eating, he's changed. We have most of the poop cleaned up, but we did definitely ruin a dress. Of course it was a white dress too. It was a white dress, and the only blanket we had with us was a white blanket. So I'm not sure if that was a smart move. I think
again,
probably
note
not.
To all the moms, I think we remember to bring the change of clothes for the babies.
Yeah.
But we don't remember about the change of clothes for ourselves. So,
yeah, so
I will definitely be keeping one outfit in the car just because.
And I don't know what we said before, but so he exploded with this massive blowout, record-breaking blowout. It was one of the greatest blowouts of all time.
He did really good, yeah.
And this was in the checkout with like a massive line of people around us.
As it was leaking out of the diaper.
As I'm rushing to go get somebody to give me like paper towels to clean it up, another woman just walks through it, which was just gross. Randy, it was quite literally a shit show. So,
you know, every day is a learning experience with a newborn. I feel like me and Randy, I feel like we have a pretty good routine, and I feel like we're most of the time prepared, because like even like getting out of the house, like having the milk ready, the diapers, the changing pads, all of it. But there's, I
mean, we were prepared. Like we have everything we needed to clean that up and do it, but it's like nothing's gonna stop it, you know. But I will say that the only diapers we had in the car are the newborn diapers, and right now he's definitely in the ones. And we put the newborn diaper on him, which is absolutely the reason for this blowout.
So it's our fault.
Yeah, 100%. Well, I'm not gonna blame him.
We made it back home. I'm in my clothes that Randy got me. If you guys follow me on Instagram or TikTok, you know that I own multiple pairs of those. And I don't know why Randy felt like going and grabbing the same thing. So now I have 5 of those outfits. I do like them. That's why I have, this is my 3rd set in this color, and I have 2 in brown, because during my pregnancy I was wearing those because they're just so perfect and so comfortable, and they're also so perfect and comfortable postpartum. So now I have 5 sets of those. I just fed the baby, I just booped him, and then Randy is topping him off with a little bottle, and I'm going to pump in a minute. And a lot of you were asking why am I still pumping and breastfeeding, and if you go to my latest Instagram videos, that's the answer. I'm able to stretch my sleep a little longer. If I was exclusively breastfeeding, I would have to be awake basically every hour and a half because the baby wakes up pretty often still during the night. And because I am pumping and we have the full fridge of milk, I'm able to stretch it because Randy is able to substitute and jump in during some of those feeds. So I don't have to wake up and breastfeed him, but he can bottle feed him. And also, for some reason, some of the times after the boob, he still seems to be hungry. I know that like there's a lot of milk coming out. I know it for a fact because obviously when I'm pumping or when I'm trying to like manually express the milk, like a lot of it is coming out. But for some reason, sometimes he's not satisfied. So he will have like half an ounce of the bottle, like not too much, nothing too crazy, not like a full feed. At night he's able to eat like 3.5 ounces in one sitting, and after the boob it's just like a little bit to top him off. I don't know if it's just like soothing for him or he's just used to it because we've been doing it obviously from the beginning since he was in the hospital. Not sure. If you have answers for me, I would gladly want to hear them because some of the times it just doesn't seem like he's satisfied. But we got home and I got this bread from the farmer's market. I don't know, it looks questionable, so we're gonna try it together and see how it goes. You know, one thing that I really miss is our kitchen. Not one thing, there's a lot of things I miss about California, but our kitchen that we had in our California house. So when we move, I'm definitely going to be very particular about the kitchen. I feel like our kitchen here is very dark. Even though we have big windows, the light does not get to the back of the apartment. So I feel like the back always looks dark, and we have this like bluish tinted glass on our balcony, and I feel like it projects like the cold lighting here, which I am not a fan of. And also those like gray cabinets don't look very bright and aesthetic in my videos. So I used to do so many like cook with me videos, and I was trying to be so aesthetic with all the cooking and stuff, and I feel like now I just don't have the drive of doing that because the kitchen just doesn't look as bright and nice as it was. This bread just seems dry, honestly. It does not seem... It honestly seems like this bread is not the freshest. It's not crispy, it's like soft. It's definitely not crispy, it's like soft, but taste-wise, honestly, positively surprised. Cheers. Okay, now it's time for the job that I've been waiting for the last moment. My mom is coming in a couple of days, so we have to prepare the guest room for her, as I told you guys. We've been using this spare room in our apartment as a storage room, basically, since the moment we moved. You guys know that we had a 5-bedroom house in California, and then we moved to a giant house in Texas, and then downgraded to a 2-bedroom apartment here in Miami. So obviously we have a lot of things, and it's just difficult to get rid of all of it and like find space. So we've been using this spare bedroom as kind of like our storage messy room. Originally it was supposed to be the nursery until we realized that when the baby is so little, you absolutely don't need one because the baby needs to sleep with you. We've used it as a storage, and now obviously when the guests are coming, we need to transform it back into the guest room. We had the bed from our previous houses, and we got some dressers and stuff, so we have a lot of things that are supposed to be in the guest room already here. It's just mostly like stuff laying around. I want to hang some nice pictures above the beds just so it looks a little bit more cozy and not so sterile. Let's get to it. Using those double-sided tapes to like hang pictures on the walls instead of drilling in them. course, Randy has to still hang the mirror, but other than that, I feel like we're ready to have some guests. And just like that, the day is over, you guys. Somebody's really hungry, so we need to really tend to our baby and feed him again. I always feel like we don't get much done because obviously with the newborn, like your world and your schedule revolves around them. So we don't have as much time as we used to, but I feel like we do a pretty good job managing and like switching and taking shifts whenever we have to get something done. Today was obviously a little bit chill day. We didn't have anything absolutely serious to do, so it was quite easy other than the blowout situation in Target, but we're just gonna turn it off for the night, watch some show. Funny thing, me and Randy never watched TV, literally never. Like, I think we went maybe through a couple of weeks of our whole relationship where we would like watch TV at night, but it was so rare, like never watching shows, never watching movies. And now I feel like it's our new routine of just like picking a show, and within a couple of days we finish the whole season because obviously we're awake most of the night or multiple times during the night, and I feel like the nights just go better if you have something to look forward to. Obviously that's not exciting to be awake multiple times at night, but when you have a show that you're interested in, I feel like, you know, you just have something to look forward to. But it also cannot be a show that's like too interesting that is gonna get you way too invested. Like Randy got really invested in Breaking Bad, and I feel like it just kept him more awake than it should have. So it has to be like a good show you're excited to watch, but you're like not too afraid to miss something. So you have to be really careful how you pick your shows. I'm gonna try to watch a new show today. I'm not sure which one. I just finished Ginny and Georgia. This is definitely not the type of show that I would normally watch, but again, it just has to be something easy to play in the background, which that show is. So we're gonna pick some new show to watch, feed this baby because he's getting very impatient. And yeah, thank you for hanging out with us, you guys. We love you, and we'll see you in the next one.